All right, Coach. Tough midweek loss to Washington, close 6-2 loss. How would you evaluate today's game?
I thought for the most part we pitched pretty well. Bunch of guys got out there, went 2 innings, a lot of them. A couple guys went 1, and we didn't have the best infield defense today, so we gave up maybe 1 or 2 extra runs we shouldn't have because of that. But held a pretty good, what I think is a pretty good offense to 6 runs today, and maybe should have been 4 or 5, but just couldn't get the bats going. They had a really good pitcher on the mound, didn't really give us anything for free. We had a couple opportunities early and didn't get a 2-out hit or something like that. And it happens, it's our first day. We really couldn't get much going on the offensive side. But that's a well-coached team. They got some good pitchers, and they knew how to attack us, and we got to get back to work and figure out what went wrong today on the offensive side.
Hunter Holzmer, as you mentioned, went 2 innings to start. How would you evaluate his performance today? I know he had 42 pitches in that and threw 2 innings, but was there any kind of thought to keep him in there for another inning or 2?
The 2 walks kind of hurt the pitch count. I would have loved to get him a 3rd inning, but really the plan was maybe one time through the order and then a couple guys at the top if it was the 3rd. But he saw all 9 hitters in the first 2 innings, and he hasn't really stretched out much further than that so far this year. And I see him as a very significant piece of our pitching staff when it comes to being able a couple times a week to get us those 6 outs necessary. So with 3 games coming up this weekend, that was where I wanted to stop him right there.
6 pitchers total, obviously, today. They didn't give up a lot, but Washington did capitalize on the opportunities they had. What did you see from the 6 guys total, especially the bullpen? What did they give you today that you liked?
Yeah, I thought Dylan Brown was good. Started a little shaky with the 4-pitch walk, but once he got past that, they stole the base. We threw it too high. They got to 3rd, and then he just got a bunch of ground balls after that. So they kind of created a run that really was just a walk without really getting a hit. But he did well, and then Amborn had, it was 1 inning. That was the plan today. Keep working him out there. They scored a couple off him, and then. But I thought Kupik was really good. He had probably the worst defense behind him for that stretch, and he had to probably get 8 outs in his 2 innings instead of 6 outs. They got that 1 extra run, and that's where the game kind of stretched out. Thought Cabrera was good, and then I was hoping for a little more out of Ivanovic. But overall, if you told me going into the game that combo of guys was going to keep us right there at the 4, 5, 6 run range, that was kind of what I was hoping for today out of them.
Obviously, the bats were cold today a little bit. But in that 3rd inning, obviously down 1-0, there you got 2 on with 2 outs, runners in scoring position, and you got TJ at the plate. What are some things that could have happened differently in that inning to kind of get those runs on the board early and then kind of hold on?
Yeah, I thought he had a good at-bat. There's a lot of pitches. He fouled off a lot of pitches. Kid executed a full-count breaking ball that he swung through. He's seeing the ball well. He wasn't overmatched in that at-bat. We had a double steal through the course of that at-bat, which got 2 guys into scoring position. It's not always going to fall for you. We were hitting the ball at a ridiculous clip over the weekend, and that's not real baseball. Baseball comes down to a few at-bats in the game, and we just didn't come through in those spots today. But like we keep saying, we think we're good. We think we have a good offense. We're pretty confident in the box, and if you're good, you're going to have those situations over and over again, and nobody's going to hit 1,000 in those in baseball. So just keep fighting. We could have the only frustration with the offense is I thought from about the 6th inning on, the outs got too easy for them. And, we try and pride ourselves on being tough outs and make a team leave the park saying this was really hard to deal with. And I don't think we were that hard to deal with for the full 27 outs today.
Mateo struggled at the plate today, 2 strikeouts, but hit that home run in that 9th inning there. What approach, how did he change his approach in that last at bat to kind of, get some power on the ball?
It was just a little more discipline early. They were throwing him changeups and breaking balls down that he was chasing, and he got himself behind in the count. And it's always tougher to hit from behind in the count. Not that he can't, but you'd rather not. And then, he hasn't played consistently, so it is hard to get going. And by the 3rd and 4th at bat, I thought he was seeing the ball much better, and obviously he connected in the 9th. But yeah, that's what, every game, if he hits a home run, I'm going to be pretty excited. It's not going to be 4 for 4 with 3 singles and a homer usually. But he's up there to try and do one thing, and, he got struck out a few times, but if he's going to hit a home run, he's allowed to strike out a couple times.
I got a series coming up against San Jose State, 3-game set this weekend, starting with 2 on the road. What are you looking forward to in that series, and obviously with a good team down there?
Yeah, I mean, since I've been out here in my 3rd year, we've played them 6 or 7 times now, and first year they got us pretty good, and then we bounced back last year and won some tight games against them. So it's always pretty hotly contested, and not in a bad way, just 2 teams that really like to get after each other. A lot of kids that know each other, a lot of kids from the area, a lot of kids who played junior college ball together or high school ball together. It's a good local rivalry. But what I told our team is it's going to present a lot of similar challenges that today did. A well-coached team that'll have a really good plan against us, and some good pitching that we know we're going to see this weekend. A couple really good lefties. It's not going to be easy. I don't think you're going to see too many of the 15, 14 games. I think you're going to have to grind out some games and at bats and withstand that. But no, we're excited. It's another challenge. But San Jose State's always got a good team. They got a lot of new guys. I saw some predictions had them down, and they're 6-2 out of the gates, really hot, like we kind of expected them to be. So should be fun, but it's a really good challenge when you play those guys.